The backs are in an eye. Maltos to hand it off to Booth. A strong run right up the middle. Breaks out of a tackle inside the 40 to the 36, maybe the 35-yard line, before he was brought to the ground by Alex Stedman, the 5'10", 171-pound junior linebacker. It's a gain of 6, second down and 4. Maltos back to throw, 5-step drop, throws to his left, complete the pass, wide open to the 30, takes a step inside the 20, and he's got a first down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line, an excellent connection, and a gain of 19 yards and a Brush Beat Diggers first down. Maltos will hand it off to Prost, running to his right, back towards the middle, inside the 10 to around the 9, close to 8 yards in the play, a huge hole running off right tackle for Isaac Brost. It'll set up a second down and about 2. Maltos will hand it off on the inside to Booth to the 5. Touchdown. He was barely touched 9 yards away for Tyler Booth. He shot through that hole, and the Beat Diggers lead 6-0 in the opening 3 minutes and 17 seconds of the game. And a fake punt. There's a throw out to the right, wide open. The pass is going to be caught inside the 50 to the 40. Trying to break a tackle as Arturo Maltos has the receiver down at the 37-yard line. Tyler Rashid was wide open. I believe it might have been Rivera throwing that pass, but nobody was out there for Brush on the 4th and 16. And it's a huge gainer and a first down, a pickup of 33. They've got 2 receivers out to the left and Luke Van Horn off to the right. The backs are split. And the quarterback, Caleb Hightower, quick drop, lofting it up the right sideline. That's going to be headed nearly out of bounds, incomplete, intended for Van Horn. Brad Bass was defending it around the 16-yard line, and the Beat Diggers will take over on downs. Maltos to hand it off to Tyler Booth, and he tries to wiggle his way out of trouble in the backfield. Gets to around the 35-yard line, running to his right. It's only a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 35. Estes Park might be blitzing. Instead, back to throw is Maltos. That toss out to the right, incomplete. Nowhere close to the receiver, Ryan Dryden, around the 43. In fact, it was Tyler Rashid of Estes Park who was a little bit closer to the football. 3rd down and 8 for Brush at their own 35-yard line, leading 6-0 with a minute 13 to go in the opening quarter. The backs are split. Maltos on the bootleg right, swings it to the outside, has running room to the 40, back to the inside. He spins across the 40 to the 46 to 47-yard line now. He's got a first down. It's a gain of 12 for Arturo Maltos before Caleb Hightower made the tackle. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Backs in an eye. Maltos to hand it off to the up man, Skylar Seawald, who tries to break out of a tackle. He's got about 4 yards, and it looked like hanging on for dear life was Zach Miller across the 50 to the 49. It'll be 2nd down and 6 if he doesn't make that play. Seawald is scoring. Maltos, 3-step drop out to his left, complete the pass inside the 45 across the sideline, inside the 40 to around the 37. It's a Brush Beat Digger first down and a gain of 12. Maltos on the counter to Tyler Booth, running left, slips out of a tackle in the backfield, now backs his way to around the 36-yard line, maybe the 35. Some tough running before the Bobcats, and Brian Horton, the 5'11", 214-pound senior lineman, was there to make the play. Will give him a yard. 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9 for the Beat Diggers at the 36-yard line of Estes Park. In motion to the right is Hanson. Lone receiver to the left is Bass. Inside handoff to Booth. Boy, and he was hit hard after a gain of 2 or 3 yards. Straight up tackle by Zach Miller, only at 5'7", 145. But he had all of Tyler Booth's body, only a gain of 2 to the 34. It'll be 3rd down and 7. On 3rd down and 7 from the 34. Estes Park might blitz on this play. There's a linebacker up there. Rosenbrock in motion to the right. There's the pitch right to Booth. Plenty of running room to the outside of the 30-yard line. He nearly tripped, and he's out of bounds. He's got a first down inside the 30 to around the 27. In fact, it's right at the stick, but it's a gain of 7. And it looks like it will be a first down for Brush, and it is. Maltos on the handoff to Skylar Seawald to the 5, touchdown. Ran it to the left side. Everybody went right for Estes Park, and that was too easy for SS. And the Beat Diggers lead 12-0. And there's the give right up the middle. A big hole for Zach Miller across the 10-yard line to around the 11. He'll pick up 6. Tyler Booth makes the tackle. Eitzen in the backfield. And there's the give to Eitzen, running wide to the left. He'll have a first down to the 15 along the left sideline. Knocked out of bounds across the 20, maybe to around the 25-yard line. Eitzen with lots of speed over there. And he was able to get by a couple of Beat Diggers and pick up positive yardage. Backs are split. One receiver off to the left. Hightower this time on the option right will keep the football. And he gets loose to Eitzen. Eitzen with the ball at the 45-yard line to the 50. Nobody could see that. And now he's into the clear and tackled from behind. at around the 40-yard line and brought down over there by Tyler White. So I'm telling you, that play was extremely well run. It was very difficult to even pick up the football. It's a gain of 37. 1st and 10 for Estes Park at the Beat Digger 40-yard line. There's the counter to Eitzen running left, and Joe Rosenbrock makes an excellent play, grabbing him around the ankles at around the 39, picking up 1. And if Rosenbrock doesn't have him, Eitzen probably has a few more yards. Hightower to hand it off to Eitzen, a shifty move at the line of scrimmage, and then Stutters steps his way to around the 35-yard line. Tyler Booth was in on the tackle, and they'll give him 3 yards. 3rd down and 4. Now Eitzen is in motion to the right. Hightower off the high snap is going to hand it off behind his back to Zach Miller. He's thrown down. The Beat Diggers were not fooled whatsoever. Boy, that was an unusual play, almost a Statue of Liberty type, and it was a loss of around 2, and amazing penetration there by Brush. 4th down and 6. They'll go for it. Hightower rolling to his left. Pressure coming. The pass is going to be caught inside the 30 along the sideline to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9 and a 1st down. The reception was made by Eric Rivera. And the drive continues for Estes Park. And this will be the toss right to Eitzen. Wiggles his way back to the middle, and he dives inside the 25 to around the 24. It appeared Seth James had him around the ankles, but it's a healthy pickup of 5 yards for Jake Eitzen. 2nd down and 5 from the 23-yard line. Estes Park with the football in Beat Digger territory. Hightower will hand it off to Miller, off right tackle, and he backs his way to around the 20. After breaking out of a tackle at the line of scrimmage, it's a gain of 3 and 3rd down and a short 2, and this will be the 10th play of the drive for the Bobcats. 3rd and 2 from the Beat Digger 20. Hightower to hand it off to Eitzen. He's going to be smothered in the backfield, running off left tackle, and could not swing it to the outside. It was an ambush of Beat Diggers who just moved the pile backwards. Dylan French was one of them, and then several others. It's back to the 21. 4th down and 3. Miller and Eitzen in the backfield. 4th and 3 from the Beat Digger 21. Hightower rolls to his right. Pressure coming from Rubicaba. Throws off his back foot. The pass is going to be caught. Holy mahungus. There was only one man out there for Estes Park. It was Luke Van Horn. He's got a 1st down at around the 16-yard line. Rubicaba was all over the quarterback Hightower, and somehow he threaded the needle, picking up 5 yards in the play. And there is the give right up the gut and nothing. I believe that's Zach Miller. A couple of misdirections there after the initial handoff. And the Beat Diggers were not fooled whatsoever. Eitzen is in motion to the right on 2nd and 10. Back to throw over the middle. Caught. Touchdown at the 3-yard line. Wide open with Luke Van Horn. Not a Beat Digger within 2 yards. Estes Park scores from 15 yards away. And the Brush lead is down to 6 at 12-6. 1st and 10 for Brush at their own 30-yard line with a back split. Maltos on the bootleg left, has tons of running room to the 35, uses the left sideline to the 40. He's at the 50-yard line. He might go the distance inside the 40. Oh, then he's tumbled over at around the 34-yard line. Couldn't utilize that extra block. Aaron Rashid brought him down. There is a flag down at the 50-yard line. If it's against the Beat Diggers, more than likely it will still be a positive gain, and it will be a hold or a block in the back against Brush. But again, this is going to be a positive gain for Brush because it was well down the field. 1st and 1 for Brush. How often do you see that at their own 39-yard line? That is a rarity. Now they're shifting personnel at the last second, but they still have plenty of time on the play clock as they race up to the line of scrimmage. 3:09 to go in the second quarter. Brush leads Estes Park, but only by 5 at 12-7. Maltos to hand it off, and a big 1st down across the 45 to the 47, a gain of 8 for Tyler Booth. Beat Diggers still have 2 timeouts, by the way. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line with 2:40 to go before the break. Hansen is in motion to the right. Arturo Maltos drops the football and then falls on it at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Bass is the lone receiver out to the left. In motion to the right is Rosenbrock this time. Maltos on the misdirection handoff to Isaac Rose. Breaks the tackle to the 50-yard line. Inside the 40 down to around the 38. That's a gain of 15 and a Brush 1st down. That was very similar to the play that Skylar Seawald scored the touchdown on. 1:43 to go before the break. 12-7 Brush. 1st and 10 from the Estes Park 37. Beat Diggers still have 2 timeouts. Maltos play action, rolling to his left, pressure coming, and he's going to spin out of it. Looks to throw. He's it up the left sideline. Man is out there. It is caught inside the 5 by Hansen to the 1. Is he in? Touchdown! Incredible play along the left sideline. 37 yards from Maltos to Hansen, and the Beat Diggers lead 18-7 on 2nd and 3 from the 32-yard line, and the ball is dropped. It's loose, and I think the Beat Diggers have it. It looks like Isaac Gross fell on it, or one of his teammates right around the football. And the Beat Diggers have the football, and that is Joe Rosenbrock who recovered the ball at around the 31-yard line. That's the first turnover of the game, and now the Beat Diggers have it with 43 seconds to go. Brush still has 2 timeouts remaining. Maltos back to throw off the play action, looking, throwing, setting, heaving it up the left sideline. Bass is out there. Hansen is out there. Did he catch it? He got it for a touchdown! An amazing catch by Shea Hansen, defended tightly by Aaron Rashid. Just an amazing play, in the Beat Diggers lead 24-7. Holy mohungus. Maltos to hand it off, and running off left tackle, a big gainer for Brost. Down the middle of the field at the 25-yard line. Then he's tripped up at the last second by Hightower. If not, Brost is still running, but it's a big pickup for Isaac Brost. A gain of 27 and a Beat Digger first down. The backs are split. Skylar Seawald in there now. Joe Rosenbrock in motion to the right. And there is the toss right to Tyler Booth. Running room to the outside. Now he stops, and he cuts back to the inside across the 35 to the 37-yard line, picking up close to 5 yards in the play. Maltos with a bootleg left. He gets around the Bobcat. He's got running room to the 40. Hits the left sideline to the 50. Still running back to the inside at the 40. And then he's tackled from behind at the 39-yard line. And it's a big gainer of 24 for Arturo Maltos, and another Brush Beat Digger first down. Backs in an eye. 1st and 10 for the Beat Diggers at the Estes Park 39. This drive started at the 5. The handoff right up the gut to Brost. Breaks the tackle to 35. Down the left sideline to the 25. The 20. The 15. The 10. Breaks another tackle. Dives for the end zone. And he's out of bounds. A 1st and goal. Another big run for Isaac Brost. 1st and goal from the 5. The handoff to Booth off right tackle, still on his feet. He scores. Tyler Booth is into the end zone from 5 yards away. Brush 30, Estes Park 7. Hightower fumbles the football as Miller and Hightower ran into each other. The ball is still loose, and I believe fallen on by the Beat Diggers. Yep, the Beat Diggers recover the football. It might have been Jose Canamad. There were 2 or 3 Beat Diggers, that is, around the football at the 20-yard line. So Brush is now going to try to take advantage of Estes Park's 2nd turnover of the night on 1st and 10. Maltos to hand it off to Seawald, off right tackle to the 15, back to the inside of the 10. 1st and goal inside the 10 to around the 9, maybe the 8. Before he was brought to the ground, it's a gain of 11 for Skylar Seawald. Maltos to hand it off to Seawald, off left tackle to the 5, and then he's going to be brought down to the ground right there. The gain of 4. Seawald was stood up, but once again, just another nice game for Seawald. Caleb Hightower was in on the tackle along with Tyler Rashid. Maltos with a hard count. Handoff to Seawald to the 2, to the 1. He dives, and he is just short of the goal line, running to his right. Seawald is in the backfield again with Rosenbrock. Will Skyler get it and score 2nd touchdown of the game on 3rd and goal from the 1? Maltos hands it off to Seawald, off right tackle. Touchdown! It is Seawald's 2nd score of the contest. Brush 38, Estes Park 7. 2nd and 7 at the 37. The backup quarterback, Klein, is going to bootleg it left. Wants to throw off his back foot. That pass intercepted by Rosenbrock. Down the right sideline at the 30. He's still loose. Back to the inside. He's out of bounds. Rosenbrock picks off the pass, and the Beat Diggers now can take advantage of the 3rd turnover committed tonight by Estes Park. Garcia is going to keep the football. There might have been some confusion there because he went to turn around. There was nobody there, and he's going to lose a couple of yards. And Garcia on the bootleg right gets around a Bobcat, has running room on the right sideline of the 20, back to the inside of the 15, to the 10. 1st and goal for Eric Garcia. An amazing run well across the field, and the Beat Diggers are in business once again. For Brush with the back split. Garcia to hand it off to Rosenbrock, off left tackle to the 5, to the 2, to the 1. He's into the end zone. Rosenbrock from 8 yards out, and Brush leads by 39. It's 46-7. Rashid booms the football, line drive, bounces off Guzman, fielded by Bass at the 15-yard line, runs to his right, swings it to the outside to the 30, Running room towards the Beat Diggers sideline at the 50. He's going to try to go the distance to the 40, down to the 30, pass to the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Brad Bass with the final play of the game. A long kickoff return for Brad Bass. And that is the game. The Beat Diggers lead 52-14.